strapped in. Am I right? It's Nicholas Lloyd.
Yep.
Do you prefer Nick or Nicholas?
Nick's better, yeah, cool.
Cheers, Nick. That's great. And you got the single seater after this as well.
I know.
What
It's looking a bit wet, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't. I mean, the wet on the circuit, in a way, is neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Obviously, it affects the speed you go, but it doesn't affect the, if you like, the feedback you're getting through the steering wheel and the feeling of speed.
Yeah.
But of course, if you're out in the open, you'll get a bit damp.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put you into manual. So if you watch the dashboard now, we're going to get the A moving to the end. So we're now on the paddles.
Yeah.
If you want to check that wing mirror works for you.
Okay.
Excellent. You might want to put the wiper up to intermittent for the moment. So foot on the brake.
So intermittent.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Foot on the brake. Yeah.
Handbrake off like I showed you.
Push it.
Push it down. That's it. Paddle towards you for first gear. And remember,
I actually have to change it into first gear. Okay.
Yep. So just bring it towards you. There you go. You're in first gear.
Yep.
Hands are caution free at all times, and we're clear behind. So we're going to have some fun.
Okay.
Once we're out there on the circuit, by the way, you'll find that this car's got so much grunt and low down the revs that you won't need lower than fourth gear anyway. So we'll largely be using 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Right. Very sensitive, isn't it?
It's a very responsive car in every regard, yeah. Which is why, as I was saying to you earlier, if you keep the car smooth and in balance, it rewards you enormously. Nick, we're clear behind at the moment, so if you'd like to bring her into the middle and up to 4th gear, keep her in the middle for the moment. Now we're going to gradually bring her around to the left-hand side, straight line it all the way to the orange cone. So a little bit of a brake now, keep braking to the cone, now off the brakes, turn her in with a little bit of throttle and keep coming to the right-hand side. Keep that little bit of throttle going. Can you feel how when you get on the throttle the car lurches and then you come off again and it comes back the other way? What you're doing is you're making the weight of the vehicle move front and back. What we ideally want to do is keep that weight constant.
Yeah.
So the way to do that is just being progressive and keep a little bit of throttle going through that whole section. Up to 5th if you like, that's perfect. Keep this level of throttle, Nick, that's spot on. Stay in the middle, a little bit more throttle and bring her into the left. Keep that bit of throttle. Aim for the black tarmac seam. Looking for the apex by the marshal's post. And let the car run left and we'll let that single seater go. But this is your exit anyway, it's exactly where you want to be. And now you're looking as far ahead as you possibly can. You're aiming for the orange cone on the left hand side. Again, don't come off the throttle here, Nick, stay exactly as you are. Into the apex now, and start to look for the green exit cone and let the car run out. Now notice then, when we were in the middle of the corner, you lifted off the throttle a bit.
Yeah, I'm just a bit worried about going too fast.
Okay, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but the worst thing you can do is lift off in the corner. So trust me, if I think you're going too fast, I'll tell you, hopefully before it happens. So nice strong brake for me now. Let the car run out towards the cones. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Now start to swing it into your apex. A little bit of throttle as we go out left. And out to the left-hand side.
So 50 limit on this bit?
Yeah, 50-55 is fine. So how was that for your first lap in the McLaren?
Yeah, it's excellent. It's just, I just try not to go too quick so I've got enough time to brake, but otherwise, yeah, it's excellent.
Brilliant. So start to build the throttle a little bit now. We're clear. Bring the car to the middle. Stay in the middle. Up to 5th. So ease off the throttle now. Let it come into the corner. Hard brake all the way to the orange cone. More brake. Now off the brake. Start to turn her in. Gently on the throttle. More throttle. There you go. Do you see the bonnet sit up?
Yeah.
That's the feeling you want through this whole section. When that bonnet comes up, you've levelled off the weight. Look through the apex here, Nick, and aim for that green cone as early as you can. And up to 5th. That was miles better, by the way.
Great.
So just a gentle brake for me. Stay in the middle, off the brake pedal now. Start to bring her into the apex. Tiny bit more throttle at this point. That's enough. Hold her in the middle on the tarmac seam. Stay left. Now bring her in towards the apex, gently on the throttle, just gradually adding it as you let the car run out to the exit space. And up another gear now. So you're aiming for the orange cone on the left. Straight line now towards it, gentle brake. Off the brake, a little bit of throttle into the apex. That's perfect. Still try not to lift off just as you turn the steering wheel there. If you can keep the throttle just that little bit you were using, that would have been bang on. I was about to say to you, awesome, and then you came up.
Almost.
Almost. Next lap, yeah?
Yeah.
So good strong brake. Get her in towards the cones. After the second blue cone, start to turn her into the apex. Now you've gone on the throttle a bit heavy there, forcing you to brake just when you want to add pace.
Yeah, got it.
It's the old racing cliche, think slow in, fast out.
Yeah.
So start to gently add throttle. Bring it to the middle. And hold her in the middle all the way up the hill. So, ease back a touch now. Tuck her into the left. Aim for the orange, hard brake. Bit more, bit more, bit more off the brake. Not too much throttle. See how that pushed you out?
I did, yeah.
Yep. So we call it a balanced throttle, literally, because we're using maybe 10-15% throttle movement, and we're just spreading that way. Through the apex, out to the green cone. It's coming though. It just takes practice, doesn't it?
Remembering everything, yeah.
It's a lot to take in. So gentle brake, off the brake, stay in the middle, gentle throttle. Just gradually build the throttle as you're coming through this corner. Aim for that black tarmac seam. Keep it to the left. Now bring her into the apex. Gradually adding a bit of throttle as the car runs out to the left hand side. Nicely done, and up to 6th gear. Aiming for the orange cone. Now gentle brake. That's enough, stay left, back on the throttle. A little bit more throttle now as you bring her into the apex. Keep it going, keep it going. Oh, you nearly kept it going, you still have to live there. We've got one more lap, I'm determined we're going to nail it.
Okay.
How's it all feel?
It feels so tight on the grip, it's phenomenal.
Isn't it?
It's amazing, yeah.
So harder brake, think slow in, fast out. Down one gear. And a bit of throttle to bring us out. And out to the left hand side.
Down again?
No, that's fine. It's got so much torque, it'll just keep pulling it. Just a phenomenal car, isn't it?
Incredible.
So gradually pick the throttle up again. Start to bring the car left. Hold her in the middle. Ease off now. Tuck her in. Hard brake. Keep left, keep left, keep left. Off the brake. Watch this car that's spun over there. Too much throttle too soon. Easily done in a single seater. Look through this apex, let the car run left, gently adding throttle as you do it. Keep it coming, a little bit more throttle now.
Don't want to try and enter the bump.
We'll go round, straight through, bit of throttle, yep. And just hold the throttle there, staying to the left a little bit. Stay left, stay left, stay left, stay left. Now bring her into your apex. Add a bit of throttle, unwind the steering, gently let her come. And up again. Nice exit. Now Nick, trust me, we're going to stay on the throttle. Aim for the orange, gentle brake now. Off the brake, that's fine. Very gently on the throttle into your apex. Keep the throttle, keep the throttle, keep the throttle, keep the throttle, unwind. And floor it. There you go. But do you see how solid the car stays?
Incredible.
It was actually better, wasn't it? A bit more throttle if you're happy. ease off. Good strong brake. Bringing her in towards the cones. And back to the pits. Brilliant. I was determined we were going to crack that, but hopefully what it showed you is actually by keeping that little bit of throttle, what you're doing is you're keeping the weight on your rear wheels, which is where the drive is coming from and what's giving you the grip, and that's what took you through the corner even more smoothly. Nice one.
That was amazing, thank you.
Yeah, pleasure. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, just in front of the Lambo's perfect, yeah. Okay. If we just pull up parallel to the blue Armco here. Oh, there's. I'll just pop in neutral. I've done it. But don't worry about the handbrake, you can leave that. Nah.
So just leave it?
Yeah, just leave it. You're fine, we're on a nice flat area. Well driven. You were naturally a little cautious to begin with, but relaxed and built it up really well. So think slow in and fast out for turn 1 at the top here and the chicane at the end. Yep, to get a bit more braking done. So more braking. Keep a gentle throttle in the corners to maintain balance, especially church. That was the one that we finally nailed at the end. Well done.
Excellent, thank you very much.
Nick, it's been a pleasure.
Brilliant.
I'm really glad you like the car as much as I do.
You.
No, well done.